Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on the video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into some more of my queen, my goddess, my end-all be-all, Miss Kelly Clarkson, and a couple segments that she had on her Kelly Clarkson show. She recently had Pink on her show, and they did songs and stories where they talked about stuff and they sang songs. I didn't get to watch it, but the second I saw that it was happening, I'm like, okay, I need these videos to get released. I need them to get released so I can watch them. Added them to a playlist, and now we're gonna dive on into them. Originally, I was just gonna react to the songs themselves, but then they actually released the full-on songs and stories segment in 3 parts. So I was like, okay, let's have some of the banter and the back and forth between them too, because in addition to just being amazing singers, they're both just amazing humans, and they're both wise women. And I love to hear just very wise, intelligent people have conversations about what inspired them and like stuff about the song. So I'm excited to dive into that. I was gonna do just one long video with all 3 parts, but I'm like, don't nobody want to sit through me doing that night 50-minute video. So I'm gonna just react to them in the parts, so 3 separate videos, and right now we're gonna look at part 1. I don't know what parts have what songs, but we're just gonna dive in and just see where these things go. I know in the past when I've reacted to Kellyoke segments, don't give me any issues. I don't really get any copyright claims or anything like that, but I know when I've reacted to just like segments outside of Kellyoke from the Kelly Clarkson show, sometimes, and by sometimes I mean every time, those tend to get claimed, sometimes blocked. So I'm gonna see what magic I can work. Hopefully it doesn't, get anything blocked or anything like that. But I'm willing to take a risk because I love these women, and it is what it is. But let's dive in and just hope for the best.
Today though is up there with the greatest of all time in music. Literally, she's my favorite singer of my generation. I love her so much. Listing her accolades is probably stupid because there's so many, but I'm gonna try and do it anyway. We're gonna miss some. She's earned 3 Grammy Awards, 2 Brit Awards, an Emmy, and sold over 60 million albums.
Kelly looks fantastic right now.
It's so great. It's called Trust Fall. It's out now, and the album drops
Oh
February 6th.
God, she's stunning.
Go get it.
Love that gown.
Tickets for her Summer Carnival Stadium tour. I've seen her a couple times on tour. She's incredible. You got to go see this. They're currently on sale. So go get, yes, I hear you. So go get your tickets before it's too late, because she sells out, y'all. I had to use money in both times. Give it up.
I love her. I love her sense of fashion. I just love her energy. I love those earrings too. It's fun. I love a good shoulder pad moment.
We planned for this time-wise. We were like, she's gonna come out. They're not gonna shut up because she's incredible. It's great to see how is everything going? How's everything in your world?
How much time do you have?
Well, we got a whole hour for you.
God. No, I think things are good today.
Yeah, today. Jameson is 6. Willow is 11. Because I was 6 and 8.
And I love this tone of her speaking voice.
Every day is different, though. Some days you're like, you're wonderful, and other days you're like, you're evil.
No, my kids are, I think I made the best ones that ever.
Oh my God.
Ever happened.
You were kicked off of the show.
I'm so
I think I'm reading a very bold young woman.
Eat them. I want to squeeze them until their heads pop off.
Okay, me too.
But no, they're fun. I like a challenge though. I love a challenge. And my
God thought I did too. So handed me one. Well, you've got your music out now.
Yes.
So this is your 9th album.
I know, isn't that weird?
That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. So
it feels like more. Is that bad to say that it feels
I
like 9 feels like a small number compared to how tired I am?
That's what I was just about to say. Like, some people give me things. I'm like, I feel 50, so I'm only 40. But no, it does. You do a lot. I think in the beginning too. Do you feel like you get like in the beginning? I didn't know how to say no. I knew how. I didn't. I just felt like I was being bitchy if I said no. But but in the beginning, I was exhausted, and I don't even remember like the first few years. Was that like that for you?
I think I've been exhausted since 3 lifetimes ago, but I still don't
Okay.
say no. I'm like, I will blast someone on Twitter, make sourdough, pick up my kids from school all before like 7 a.m.
Oh my God, I love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
I have a lot
Well,
of time.
I think that's why everyone likes you, because you're unfiltered. I love that. So, well, every once in a while, we have iconic musicians here, guys, on the show, much like my favorite. We like to get to know the inspiration behind their music as well as the music that inspired them. It's a little something we call Songs and Stories. A lot of Pink's music, though, is based on her experiences. So we're going to go and we're going to take this kind of chronologically through the stories of her life. They're excited. You hear it, yes. Y'all joining us is Pink's very talented, and actually I know him from The Voice. We worked together on The Voice. This is Justin Derrico.
Nice.
We worked together on The Voice, and
Hi, babe.
I know, I was like, none of us
like
hugged.
you need a hug.
I literally felt that. I was like, do I get up or is it awkward? But now I'm getting up. And I was like, no, I love Justin. I've known him, and actually I think I've talked about you maybe a billion times on The Voice to you about her. Like,
It's a mutual love affair.
He's one of these guys that can play anything.
Anything.
It's crazy.
He's
We're
in
setting
my
you up for
I
failure.
love a man with a guitar.
No, he's gonna screw up, but that's his charm.
That's my
I think Justin is top 3 living guitarists in the world. And I'm saying top 3, but I really mean number 1.
I know
Aw.
you're not
Challenge.
wrong, because I am sadly, well, we do have Jocko there. I do love Jocko. But
Sorry.
I will say,
love Jocko.
I have to.
I love you too, Jocko.
He's one of the other
Delicious
greats.
ass man.
But no, I want to talk about this. You released this song "Who Knew" in 2006, which that feels like
Gorgeous music video. I love that like big, wild, curly hair on her. Oh.
It is. I lost several friends, unfortunately, to overdose, and the second one was very, 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 very close to me, and I loved him very much, and his name was Sekou. But the thing about the song that I love now, after all these years, is that I never get tired of performing it, and it's taken on so many different meanings over the years. It was about
As
my
good
grandmother
songs
at
do.
one point. It was about my dog. It was about I've lost people, and so it's always sort of fresh. In
That's one thing I love about good songwriting.
I know,
Yeah.
but we
That's
need
life.
music for
Because
that.
like it might mean one thing in one moment for one person, but it just translates to so many other people in so many different ways.
Hey, me too. Well, on that segue, let's hear something. I'm gonna totally jump in like a
Please
like
do.
a
Don't be
weirdo.
shy.
Okay. I was like, I told her I wanted to have her moment, but I also brought her here so I could sing with her. So anyway, let's.
And we thank you.
We're a band.
Don't screw up. We set you up.
If someone said 3 years from now,
Perfect from the onset.
long gone night, stand up and punch their mouth, 'cause they're all wrong. I know better, 'cause you said forever and ever. Who knew?
I hope someone has the lyrics off stage for Kelly, because we know Kelly in lyrics.
When we were such fools and so convinced and just too cool. Oh no,
No, no.
no. I wish I could touch you again. I wish I could still call you friend. I'd give anything.
Come on.
When someone said, count your blessings now for the long gone night. Guess I just didn't know how I was all wrong. But they knew better. Still you said forever and ever. Who knew?
You better put some flourish on the end of it, ma'am. All right, so before I get my thoughts, I just want to take it back to this one part, because one thing I love about Kelly as a singer, whenever she's singing with someone else, she's so good at harmonizing. Even though the harmony line for this was relatively simple, not a super tricky harmony to find, she's so good at harmonizing with people and blending with them without overwhelming, because we know that Kelly's got a super powerful instrument. Pink's got a super powerful instrument too, so they could both just be belting their faces off and, you know, be on the even playing field. But Kelly is so good about not overwhelming people and letting people have their time to shine when singing. She plays a good background singer, but also, like, I don't know how much time they had to rehearse this, if they had any at all. I'm sure they practiced a little bit. But, like, one thing I noticed as Pink was singing the solo before they started singing together is Pink was taking a lot of artistic liberties with some of the timing on some of her phrasing for things. And at first, when Kelly came in singing, you know, the harmony line, she was singing it as though she were singing it like on the record, the same sort of rhythmic timing Pink sang on the record. And then she noticed after like the first line of Pink kind of deviating and making the timing her own, she's like, okay, we're not doing this exactly like the record. So then she started also doing that same sort of like time deviation, and then they just got into sync. So like here, so right there, if someone said count your blessings now, like Kelly was singing it pretty much straight through like you did on the record. Take it down. If someone said count your blessings now, but Pink was doing if someone said count your blessings now. So she took that like half step, that half note break in between the phrases or between the line. So if someone said break count your blessings now, so they were off or out of sync just for that little bit there. But then Kelly noted it because Pink has been doing it throughout the whole song. She'd do those sort of like rhythmic timings where it's like da 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 break da 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 da. So then Kelly recognized that, and then the next line through, they were in perfect sync, and Pink was doing the same sort of break timing there. Take it back. And she did it twice, actually. I guess I just... Or what was it going? If someone said, count your blessings now, for the long gone. Where was that second break? Hold on. Break. And it's just very nice and rhythmic, but the fact that Kelly's thinking on her feet, and it's like, okay, I'm not gonna just be out of sync with Pink. Like, Pink is amazing. We gonna be in sync by the end of the song. So the fact that she's thinking on her feet and can just like kind of just jump in there, it's fantastic. But these two voices together are just two of my favorite. I love them. I love when they sing together. Everybody Hurts, absolutely stunning performance. And I just wish, I know I'm not the only one who wishes, the entire Kelly Clarkson fan base has been trying to ship this for the longest time. I wish that they would go into the studio and cut a song. Hell, cut an entire album together. I don't care. I remember Kelly doing an interview years and years ago about, I think it might have been for an iTunes session or something, somewhere around the Stronger era. I want to say it was the iTunes session because I have it on my phone. But I remember her saying that, you know, she wanted to do kind of what like Linda Ronstadt did and a couple other, it was like 2 or 3 female artists from different genres where they were different genres, they came together and they just made this album, this big collaborative album. I would love for her to do that. And she mentioned, like, you know, she'd want to do that. I don't remember if Pink was one of the artists she lists or something. She probably was. But like, get them in the studio together is basically the crux of what I'm saying here. I would love for them to be in the studio together and record something, anything. Well, multiple things. If they want to take us on a sad, depressing route, they can do that. If they want to take us on a big old belt fest, they can take, like, whatever. Just get them in the studio, because they have such similar but still such distinctive tones. They don't have similar tones, but they have similar stylings. They both have this sort of rocker edge that's mixed with this very soulful, bluesy kind of vibe and whatnot, and they can sing various different genres. They can keep it a little bit more classical if they want to. They can get nitty gritty and dirty when they want to. So they have these similar sort of like influences where it's like, I would just love for them to just continue to make music together. So like, this was fantastic, but it's just a little appetizer. It's just a little taste, and I want more. I want more. I want them to go in the studio and cut track after track after track and just make my life happy. Please and thank you. Signed, sincerely, a lifelong fan. But yeah, this was fantastic, and it's always nice to hear the inspiration behind the songs. And like I was saying there in the middle, when she was explaining how the song's taken on different meanings for her throughout the years, that's just a sign of good songwriting for me, good storytelling, when a song can mean, like, it has one distinctive meaning for you as a songwriter when you're writing it, but it's written in such a way that it's relatable to so many other people in so many different ways, and even relatable to you in so many different ways as life goes on. The fact that it can encompass all these different emotional points, it's just, for me, it's just a sign of good songwriting. So I love the song, love the video, love these two together, and I'm excited to dive into the next part of this songs and stories. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop babbling so I can dive into that. But hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments, and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah. And before you guys go, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone supporting me over on Patreon. This channel would not be what it is today without your continued support, and I can't begin to thank you guys enough for all you've done for me. If you'd like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya.